Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the CA Media Podcast, a show that allows you to come to your own unique way. I'm your host, Clyde Anderson, and today's episode, I will give you my preview of the 2025 Major League Baseball season. The show is brought to you by Visionary Minds Public Relations and Media. If you have any media consultations or inquiries, you can contact Timmy Reese at Visionary Minds, at gmail.com, and she will be glad to get back in contact with you. So, episode 107, which will be airing today, soon as I finish with this episode. This is March 18th. Today is the beginning of the 2025 Major League Baseball season. The season is set to commence with the international flair as the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Chicago Cubs open the season with a two-game series at the Tokyo Dome in Japan today, March 18th, and tomorrow, March 19th. The remainder of the league will begin their regular season on March 27th. Here's some notable offseason moves. One of the most significant offseason development was the Los Angeles Dodgers uh, acquisition of three-time uh, MVP Trey Otani groundbreaking $700 million contract structure with substantial deferral, which has sparked discussions about its implications for Major League Baseball's salary structure and competitive balance. Also, with the addition of the New York Mets signing uh, Juan Soto to take a $765 million contract, the largest in pro sports history. He's going to be the Mets for the most foreseeable future for the next 15 years. Uh, and there are some incentives that he has to meet. And the max of that contract is over $800 million. He has some rule changes in the 2025 season. The Major League Baseball has introduced several rule modifications for the 2025 season. Infield shift violation teams violating the ban on infield shift will now see a battle reward for space if any existing runner advances one base over. Previously, such violation will result in an automatic ball, like a ball, like one ball, meaning people don't get on base. It gives a ball to the batter. Replay review expansion. The replay review can now determine if if a player overran second or third base, or potentially calling them out for abandonment, even if it was an original subject of the review. Some teams has been changing locations and venue changes. The Oakland Athletics have temporarily relocated to West Sacramento, California for at least the next three seasons before their anticipated new move to the Las Vegas area. During this period, they will also be referred as simply just the Athletics. If they win the Commissioner's Trophy, it'll say Athletics on it, not Oakland, just Athletics. Omitting the city designation, additionally, due to damage sustained at the Tropicana Field from Hurricane Milton, the Tampa Bay Rays will play their home games at the George M. Steinbrenner Field in Tampa. That's where the New York Yankees have their training facility at. Season highlights and some predictions. The night the 95th Major League All Star game is set to be scheduled on July 15th at Truist Park, home of the Atlanta Braves. Predictions for the season includes the Atlanta Braves, Spencer Strider, and the Cleveland Guardians. Gavin Williams as potential Cy Young Award winner. Strider, despite having injury shortened 2024 season, is noted for his exceptional strikeout rates and is poised to have a strong comeback. And he may well indeed win Comeback Player of the Year. Opening series spotlight. The season inaugural series in Tokyo not only highlights the Major League Baseball global outreach, which they are trying to expand the the the, the game of baseball. It also features intriguing matchups like the Los Angeles Dodgers, both of Otani's addition still with them Face the Cubs are eager to make the statement. This to offer fans an early look on how teams are made before an upcoming series and season. As the 2025 season sets to unfold, fans can anticipate a blend of traditional rivalries like Mets, Braves, Yankees, Red Sox, Cubs and Cardinals, uh, Dodgers and Padres, uh, Seattle and Dodgers, or you can have like the Pirates and Cardinals. It shows what we could expect in the upcoming season. Uh, we have Aaron Judge. He's coming in close to 400, 500 home runs. You know, um, Verlander, Scherzer trying to get to 300 wins. We're in the cups of seeing some historical makings of this 2025 season of Major League Baseball. Uh, Ladies and gentlemen, my predictions: World Series champions. I'm a Mets fan, and I want the Mets to win. So I'm going to let the New York Mets win the 2025 World Series. And that's my prediction. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining the CA Media Podcast, the show that allows you to come in your own unique way. I'm your host, Clyde Anderson. The next episode will be Taisha Cooper from Boutique Extensions. She would come on in her own unique way and talk about her career as a hairstylist. Some personal moments will be shared on that podcast. I ask you like, review, share this podcast on all podcast platforms. Give me 5 stars, give me a review. If you would like to be a guest on the CA Media Podcast, you can email me at camediapodcast@gmail.com. You can also reach me at CA Media Podcast on Instagram, X, Facebook, Threads, YouTube, any platform I'm able to reach out. You'll be able to reach out and reach me, and I'll be able to get in contact with you. Again, it's your host, Clyde Anderson. The CA Media Podcast, the show that allows you to come in your own unique way. Also, in April, yes, definitely 2 episodes will be happening. Probably 3. I'll give you the lineup. There'll be a pre-WrestleMania show, a post Raw after Mania and WrestleMania show. I will have Matea Donaldson on, and there will be another episode. That's your lineup for April of 2025 on the CA Media Podcast. Again, it's your host, Clyde Anderson of the CA Media Podcast, the show that allows you to come in your own unique way.